Welcome back everybody to Universal Tower Defense. Recently, they just updated with their brand new Bleach update, and one of the units they came out with was Ulquiorra. So in today's video, we will be getting Ulquiorra and his evil, along with the 0.1% trait Ruler. Without further ado, let's go check out this update. Okay, so UTD just dropped, so let me see. I think the update log is over here that we can take a look at. Hopefully it's in here. Sweet. Okay. All right. So what do we have? We have two new game modes. We have Raids, Boss Rush. We have Shiny Transfer, Shiny Normalization, Relic Merchant, and Relic Dust. Etherealization Shards, Stat Transfer, Global Matchmaking. Trait adjustments. Let's see. 20% cooldown plus 5 damage. 100% damage? Jesus. Wait, that's crazy. Oh my god. 100% damage? That's actually... Wait, Eternal's actually really good now. Okay. Astral. So I did see this. And... yeah. So Astral, I don't know exactly the thought process behind this. I'm assuming it's due to Kirito and the fact that he did so much with Astral, but now as you can see, Astral is no longer one placement, and DOT will now affect one time per attack instead of per hit, but it can stack with multiple placements instead of with just one unit. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. So Etherealization Shards as a much-needed quality of life feature. Etherealize your units without needing to pull the exact same unit multiple times. Sacrifice one unit of the same rarity and pay a hefty fortune to obtain shards. Okay. Cool. And then these are all the new units. So we have Ichigo, Ulquiorra. I cannot, like, see those because those are tiny. Nell, Coyote, Grimjaw, and then I forget the name of this character. But, alright. So, yeah, this looks like a pretty solid update. We should probably also use the codes too, because I assume there are codes. So, okay, so the first code we have is Peroxide Update. Next we have Small Gifts. Then we have Update 0.5. Then we have New Year 26. And last we have Interested in 0.5. Nice. Okay, Ulquiorra and Tirabel are banner. We could try pulling for them, and I guess we could. So let's just kind of hope that we get. Kind of click here until we get something, hopefully. Okay, that's just not the mythic we need. Nice, you'll love to see it. Okay, I mean, I'll take that mythic, but it's also just the one that I did not need. Oh. Okay, sweet. We got Tirabel. Okay, nice. Jesus, holy Renjis. All right, right. Here we go. All right, so passive Spear NG. Tirabel gives a 5% damage buff to units in a range that are the same element as her. When Tirabel, which I'm hoping I'm pronouncing right, and Nell are in each other's range, Tirabel gains 5% of Nell's attack speed, and Nell gains 5% of Tirabel's damage. Okay, so it's like a dual unit. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's also take a look at these Etherealize. So E2 adds 5% extra slowness to the passive. E4 increases the spirit energy passive to 10%, and just E6 is 10% damage. Okay. Okay, let's keep going, and let's try to see if we can't get Ulquiorra. And hopefully we do, and hopefully this doesn't make me go broke. Oh. Okay then, well, there's my Sungjin Woo. Alrighty then. Great, we got Sungjin Woo. Fire, alright. I mean, he is nerfed, and I will go over his nerfs here in a minute. But, I mean, hey, at least we have him now. Alright, anyways, back to pulling, and hopefully we can get Ulk. Because that is who we need. Ah, there we go. I was about to say, we're almost at Pity. But we hit it slightly before. Okay, perfect. So let's take a look at Ulk now. Let's see, where is he? Alright, right here. Okay. So, Ulk's passives. first time an enemy enters his range, 10% chance to trigger one of the following. A 1.5 second stun, plus 10% speed, minus 5% HP, or confused for 3 seconds. So that's low-key kind of good. So he's kind of like a support, I would say. And then E2 is 2% range. Is kind of crazy. Minus 2.5 per second. Oh my, holy cooked. Minus 2.5% SPA. And gains 0.2% damage per spirit energy charge. I'm not gonna lie, these passives or these ethereal eyes are kind of like in my opinion, but maybe they'll do better on Evo. So real quick, let us go check out the Evo requirements, because I know obviously we care more about the Evo than the unevo. So let's see, what do we need for Ulq? So Ulq requires 3 petal fragments, 2 universal fragments, 1 spear of lightning, and 8 phantom fragments. Okay, alright. Is this a craftable or is this a raid item? Okay, so this is a raid item. So we're going to go do raids. And then what do we need for Tirabel? Tirabel, you need 5 holy fragments, 1 shark blade, 2 universal fragments, and 8 burning fragments. And I'm assuming you also from the raid shop. Okay, let us head on over to the raids and we will check those out. Obviously the new raid is right next to the shop, and I did see the sneak peek for this, and the inside area looks crazy. This looks awesome. So we can talk to Nell, and this is where we can buy. And so this is where Grimjaw is. Grimjaw is the exclusive from the raid, and then these are all the items that we need. So 350 for Grimjaw, 350. So it looks like 350 for all the Evo items. You can buy rerolls. True Hollow, I'm assuming, is maybe for Ichigo, or it could be because there's no description for it. So I guess we'll figure that out. All right. In that case, let's try out the raid. I think my team should be fine for this. So let's hop on in. So it's okay. So boss rush is inside of the raid. Okay. So we have these new relics. So it's a, was that 12.5%? Units with tag peroxide get a 30% damage. So, okay. So if you use, obviously if you use new units, you get, it makes it easier. All right, let's try this. We'll try it on the base difficulty, and we'll see if we can beat it, which I'm assuming we can because I have some pretty good units. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, this map, oh, yo, this map looks awesome. Okay, so they start over here. A really, oh, okay, this is a 2-way path. Cool. It's actually a really big map, honestly. And it looks amazing. Bro, I will say, one thing UTD does great is their maps. Alright, so speed card down over there. Let's see if they start with 3k. Yeah, it's pretty light, honestly, I'll be honest. Then again, this is only Act 1, so obviously we're gonna put down Sasuke. Is my Sasuke doing less damage? Am I tripping? I swear he was doing more damage. But I could also just be tripping. But we should be fine. I mean, I have, like, some of the best units in the game, so this should be pretty easy. Yeah, so, oh, okay, they're already up to 10k. I mean, 10k is not really that bad, to be honest. I mean, yeah, so far, this is, like, not terribly difficult. I guess it depends. Usually it's what the boss has more than what the enemies have in terms of HP. But I swear my Sasuke was doing more damage. Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, wait, since I have Eternal on Ace, we can actually see his damage go up. Because he now gets, if we look in the buff data, I think it should tell us in here. I am tripping, but that's okay. But now it should go up to, I think it said, what, 100% more damage over 20 waves. So it looks like Eternal is going to be really good for raids if you have Eternal. Wow, wait, why does my Sasuke damage jump up so much? Okay, so I think he's actually, I feel like he's doing less starter and more late game place, like, damage. Oh, or, interesting, okay. Well, anyways, I mean, this should be pretty easy. And then we can get our Berserker up as well. And then I honestly don't even need to put down our Ragna. But actually, not, I lied. I'm going to put down my Ragna because I need kills on him still. Ignore the fact that he's uneven. Okay, so there is a mini-boss at wave 15, which does actually have a good chunk of health, to be honest. But, I mean, if you have even decent units, you should be fine. 300k. Oh, I thought this was supposed to go to wave 20. And I swear that ended off... Yeah, that ended off on wave 15. I mean, okay. So this is only a 15 wave game mode. Okay. Oh, we can hop in next, and I'm assuming it's probably just gonna be more or less the same. 3.1k, yeah, about the same HP, if not exactly the same. So, I mean, yeah, if you have rulers, this should honestly be pretty easy for you. But let's maybe that was just a visual bug that it's supposed to go to 20, and it's actually meant to go to 15 instead. But I guess we'll just see. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do the speed up until the wave 15. Okay, so we're on wave 15 now. So it looks like, I think what it is that it's only meant to go to 15 waves, and the 20, or this is going to 20 now. Or is it? I'm so confused. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, we got one of the items. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I'm a little bit confused. That one went to wave 16, so maybe it's like it goes up one wave every time until the last one, but I mean, since it's more or less the same, let's just skip through all these real quick. Whoa, 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 what is happening? Hold, okay, let me get my speed card down. Oh my goodness, okay. I was not expecting an entire cutscene for the start of the stage. Okay, so it looks like for this stage, this looks like Ichigo's mask and a bunch of other resources, but yeah, I was just not expecting that. Alright, well, anyways, I guess we're back to just, easily clearing these stages. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this is the final one. Unfortunately, no new relic set though. Yeah, okay. Alright, so there we go. That wasn't too bad. I will say, having Berserker on your team will make your life so much better. But, I mean, overall, it's pretty easy, in my very professional opinion. Okay, now that we finished with doing all the raids, what we can do is we can check out the raid shop. And so, throughout doing all that, we got about 78. I'm pretty sure you'll have roughly about the same. And we need 350 per. Lord have mercy. Okay, so what is this boss rush? So this is obviously the other new game mode, and this is how you get Ichigo. So it looks like it has the same pity, but less of a chance compared to Ragna. 0.75, huh? Lord have mercy. Okay. And I think that says a 5% chance to get 1 through 5 rerolls. Okay. You get a good amount of gems from this as well. So it looks like obviously it'll make your life easier if you have the already specified peroxide units, since you'll be getting more damage throughout that. So in our case, I think the only option we have is to really just kind of grind until we get one of these Evo items. Alright, well in that case, I think we're just going to grind for Ulquiorra's item, which you can get from one of the stage drops, so we don't have to buy it. I believe you get it from Act 4. Yeah, Act 4 is at 5%. So I think it's better to just grind Act 4, pray we get it so we don't have to purchase it, and then we can go Evo Hulk after that. So I guess I will be back once I have gotten this item. Okay, so it is the next day. I kind of got distracted hanging out with the homies and it being New Year's Eve, but I got on this morning, did one run, and we got the spear. So let us... I just realized he's probably gonna need takedowns, isn't he? Okay, let's see. I'm praying he doesn't, but more than likely he's gonna require takedowns, and it's gonna make me very, very sad. Yo, where is he? Yo, hello? Am I blind? Yeah, I'm blind. Okay. Well, I guess I'll be back after the takedowns. Alright, we should be done now. I believe that we should have 5,000 now. Okay, sweet. Okay, we have some 5,000. Real quick, let's roll some stats first. I just realized I low-key kinda didn't do that. Probably get something good? Good enough. Alright. Let us Evo our Ulk. Bada bing, bada boom. I will say this cutscene is always so cool. Definitely my favorite out of any, like, Evo unit cutscenes we've got in anime games. Fire. Alright. Sweet. Let me see. Where is Ulk? Nice. Alright, so we have Ulquiorra Oblivion. So let's check out the new passives. So, okay, there's a lot more now. Okay. Alright, so no collateral damage. The first time an enemy leaves this unit's range, gain minus 5% SPA for 10 seconds. During this window, range is increased by plus 30. Ooh, that's actually really good. Okay. On attack, gain 2.5% spirit energy. Resurrect automatically when spirit energy is at 100%. Okay, this... Oh, resurrect. Okay, so this is an ability. Okay. When spirit energy reaches 100%, transform into resurrect state. In this state, you gain 15% damage, minus 2.5% SPA, 10% crit chance, 10% range. Spirit energy drains by 2% every 2 seconds until it reaches 0, then returns to normal. Oh my god, there's so many passives. Holy. Unpredictable despair. First time an enemy enters range, 10% chance. Okay, so that is the pre-evo passive. And then Realm Pago. When in resurrect state, unlock active ability Realm Pago. Ulquiorra unlocks a nuke dealing 300% of the total damage. Okay. Nice. Okay. So this is a 3 placement. So let us go try and roll a trait. Because, as you can see, I have lots of rerolls. I'm not going to use all of them because I do want to save for Ichigo. But we can definitely use a bunch here. Let's kind of hope. Obviously, we'll go for Ruler, but we'll see what we get. Double Agile, too. More Agile? Oh my goodness. They really want us to have Agile on this unit, huh? Okay, why am I low? Okay, Astral. I don't think Ulquiorra does any DOT besides... Yeah, so we'll skip this, and we'll try for at least Eternal. I'd be happy with Eternal. Especially because he's multiple placements. More precise and agile? My goodness. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting it early. Wow, that took like less than 200 rerolls. Okay, sweet. Nice. All right, a 3rd ruler. I will take that. All right, so this is E0. I think I do not have any, so we will test it out with E0. I guess we can toss all the points into... You know, let's do it without any... You know what? Actually, no. Let's do it. Let's toss all the damage. And then we'll do this with no relics on, so we just have like a raw kind of showcase. So let's go hop over into a game and let's test Ulquiorra out. All right, so let's just get this easily started. Speed cart, and then we will test out Ulk. Ulk actually has some really good range. Let's see. I think the best place to put it will be probably right here, I would say. All right, so on placement, Ulk is doing 360 damage, every 5.27 seconds with a 21.8 range. So what we'll do first is we will do Ulq fully upgraded, and then we'll test out with Miku buffs to see how much he's doing afterwards. Okay, so we got enough money now, so we can finally test this out. So let's just go to Flying Dash. So on Flying Dash, it is a line AoE doing 2.2k every 6.03 seconds with a 36.4 range. On the next ability, Enclosed Special, it is a pretty big circle AoE doing 4.2k every 5.27 seconds at 51 range. 51 range is actually insane. And on the very last attack called Zero, and we'll just do full upgrade, we're doing 5.7 every 3.77 seconds at 52.4 range. So that is an insane amount of range, especially for not having any kind of buffs for range or anything like that. So 5.7k damage is, I feel like, a little bit on the low end, I feel like. But as you can see, we just popped Spirit. So now we have 6.6k damage every 3.67 seconds at 57.7 range. And now we also have this ability that does 300% of his damage. So that's doing like 20k roughly, if my math is correct. Is that how you do math? I think so. And then, yeah, he gains this damage. So honestly, not terrible, I want to say. I think his strong suit is definitely his 300% nuke as well as his stun or confuse. So he's definitely a very good support. I would say you don't really need a ruler on him, seeing as he's 3 placement. And it's nice to have multiple chances at up to a 30% chance for stun and confuse. I can actually turn on unit VFX, and I also kind of forgot to do that. Hold up. So, whoa, okay. Yeah, so we'll go back through here in a second and look at all that. But let's see if Realm Pogo has any animation. Ooh, it does. This is very, very clean. Okay, so real quick, let us sell this unit, and then let us go back through and look at all. So this is the basic, a teleport and some slashes, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, and then on Flying Dash, it is quite literally just a Flying Dash. Okay, and then on Enclosed Special, it looks to be like, what, a teleport? And then, okay, and then obviously we saw the Zero, which is the beam. But I mean, overall, this is a pretty strong character, I'd like to say. Definitely very good support. Also being the fact that it is multiple placement. And I mean, the fact that he's doing this much damage in such a short period of time without any relics is honestly pretty good in my opinion. And I almost forgot, let us put my Miku down here, and we can fully max him out. So he's doing 6.6k, and then with her ability, doing 9.2. And that's without being in Spirit. So in Spirit, he'll probably be doing maybe like 11, 12k. So that's pretty solid, honestly, especially every sub 4 seconds. But there you have it. That is the Ulquiorra showcase. Absolutely, definitely in meta for his insanely good passives and his honestly really good damage for the amount of SPA he has. So yeah, if you liked it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.